By the way, red wine is on the way. We're going to toast to your ablum in a couple of minutes.
My ablum, thank you. How exciting.
All right, you guys, once again, like I said, Lady Gaga in the studio. Here she is.
Yeah,
My
get
girl,
it.
Lady Gaga. Gaga, your track is at 4 tonight.
All right, number 4.
Yeah, some love for that. That's not
Get
bad.
it? Get that number 4.
True or false?
True or
I think it's true. You wrote this track in 10 minutes, start to finish.
10 minutes, yeah.
Now, is that how you normally, do you normally write them that quick?
Well, it's funny. When I say I wrote it in 10 minutes, it means I had the melody and the lyrics for the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus in 10 minutes. So as long as I've got that as my base, that to me is the whole song, and then I write the rest of the lyrics and the bridge after. But yeah, and if I don't write something that quickly, I usually just move on because it means I'm not inspired.
Now, how do you, you write this thing, how do you save it? Do you just hum it on a recorder, or do you... how do you not forget this track?
Well, how Red One and I did it is Red One was in the studio and he was at his laptop programming and I started singing. So he's got his microphone going on record and I'm dancing around the room and I'm just singing and writing lyrics and dancing and Red One keeps playing and it's totally organic. And then before we knew it, Vincent Herbert walked in and he goes, "That's it, that's it, that's it." And that was it.
All right, here we go. This is the track that she wrote in 10 minutes. You guys have heard it 1,000 times, but, 1,001, here it goes. I think this is the Kiss FM remix. You changed a little something up at the beginning of it. I haven't even heard this version yet.
I'm so excited.
So I hope it's
let me see for you.
tasty.
I think it's good.
Number 4, Lady Gaga, Just Dance.
Yeah, get it.
Oh, red wine. Gaga.
Oh my God, it sounds so good. Thanks, JoJo.
Is that crazy to hear your track on the radio?
It sounds so amazing. I can't even tell you. I'm speechless.
Truth be told, first time you heard this track on the radio, you were in Canada.
I was in Canada, and I was actually about to play a radio station show, and I was kind of in the outside of the stage area, and all of a sudden I heard it playing in the car, and I'm like, oh my God, and I run into the car, and I shut every door in the car and rolled up all the windows, and I blasted it, and I just sat in the car by myself just freaking out.
What a rush, dude.
It was insane. I mean, you're to hear my music and my lyrics and every every note that was coming out of that stereo, I was thinking that's every year of bleeding blood, sweat, and tears, hard work that I've done, and I'm finally in the radio. You're inside it. It's coming out.
Wow. Like we were talking about off the radio, I've only been with one artist when they heard their track on the radio for the first time, and that was with Pink.
Yeah.
So we go down in front of the radio station, and we're on Riverside Drive, and we hop in her car. Then I call back up on the phone so we could talk on the radio, because we don't have a mic down there. It's kind of spontaneous. And she
starts freaking out.
Yeah, running up and down the street. Yeah. So I'm guessing I wish I could have been a fly on the wall with you to see that same reaction, because that's just a rush to
literally
just watch it,
Everyone thought that I was psychotic, just totally psychotic. I mean, when I must have lost my hearing that day in the car because I put the volume up so high and just shut. The limo driver got out.
He's like, I'm done with this.
He was like, okay, bitch.
This chick is nuts. Lady Gaga in the studio.
Hey.
JoJo on the radio. Another question. Disco boobs. Describe what disco boobs is.
Disco boobs. Is it or is it an R?
What is your disco boob
plural.
situation?
It's not one boob. It's two.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see what she's wearing tonight.
So
what you have on right, this is not disco boobs. This is just boobs right now.
No, this is just boobs.
All right.
But disco boobs is when I played Lollapalooza in Chicago. I was making my own garments at the time, which I still do now, and I created a bra out of disco mirrors. It was inspired by, do you know Mark Bolan from T-Rex?
Yep.
He used to wear...
I don't know him, but I know who
but
you're
you know,
talking about.
I don't know Madonna.
Yeah, it's funny, yeah. Long story.
Long story. It's personal. I made a bra that was inspired by this outfit that Mark Bolan wore, where he had a scuba outfit that was covered in mirrors. So I made disco boobs out of it.
Now, where did you get the disco ball? Was it a disco ball and you just stole it and started cracking this thing up?
No, I went to a store in New York called M&J Trimmings where they sell all kinds of gems and beads and crazy applique for clothing. I'm kind of a fashion nerd, so I went in there and bought every freaking mirror that they had.
Love it.
And then I went and sat in my apartment and listened to The Cure and glued mirrors onto a bra.
And that's when Disco Boobs was born.
3,000 mirrors on one bra. Can you believe it?
Which people would beg to ask the question, were the pieces small, or
Very
is
small,
just what you're
very
working with
small.
rather big? Okay,
No,
never-
this...
All right, let's pause. Number 3, T.I., Rihanna, Live Your Life.
I love this record.
Yeah, what a nice track, right? I'm gonna give you a speed round of questions in a couple of seconds that have nothing to do with music, and I'm just dying to know what you're gonna say on some of these
Oh my
questions.
God, I'm afraid.
You guys, Lady
I hate
Gaga
these.
in the studio. 7 in the studio. My girl, Lady Gaga.
Yay!
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Hey, speed round of random questions coming up next. But
Oh, gosh.
First things first. Oh, you're gonna love it.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna love it more
A
though.
little nervous, but excited.
Now this is. Hey, Amarati. What's? Describe this wine, dude.
Tignanello.
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 Now this is for Gaga. Her drink she requested is gonna be poured in a champagne glass. Sorry, we didn't have the wine.
Red wine in a champagne glass.
And you guys, you drink in New York. It's like wine at every house party and spaghetti and meatballs and all this, right?
Red wine is like you can't have a party without red wine. Not for me anyway.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna toast to the ablum while they're pouring the stuff up. If you ever stage dive in L.A., people should know what about your hair.
It's real.
So you stage dive like
I'm not wearing a wig. It hurts when you pull my hair.
right? So don't
Please.
pull the hair.
Literally, I just hear them all being like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that girl's wig," and I'm thinking, "Honey, it hurts. Please."
Ow. Now the bow on your head, that's real hair too, or that's a fake bow, right?
It grew right out of my little Gaga head.
Oh yeah, that's a dumb question. All right, moving on. Hey, you almost got a ticket you got a ticket for indecent exposure?
Yeah,
Explain that one.
I wasn't wearing any pants.
Right. Oh, hey, like literally, like nothing?
No, I had on like really tiny little something.
And the cops, are we talking on stage or?
Well,
or
okay, here's exactly what happened. So I'm walking towards Lollapalooza, and I've got these teeny tiny little poor excuse for hot pants on.
God bless.
And I'm walking, and all of a sudden I hear, "Put your ass up against the fence."
Really?
Yeah, and I look over, and I was in Chicago, right? To be totally honest, in New York City cops, their uniforms are so iconic. Like, you know exactly what a New York City cop looks like. They're all over, like, TV shows, you know, like Law and Order and, I don't know, NYPD, like all that stuff, right? So I'm looking at this guy, and he's on a bike with a helmet and some, like, khaki shorts. I'm thinking, what is this, some, like park trooper? It's a total Chicago federal, like, police, officer. So I'm thinking, I'm totally mouthing off to this guy. My friend Mary, who's from Chicago, is there looking at me like, "You better shut your hole, girl." And I'm standing there, and I swear to you on all things, the guy is threatening to arrest me, and I go, "It's fashion!"
I'm sure he was not feeling the comedy, right?
I'm an artist. It's fashion. And he's like, "I don't care who the hell you are. You have to put pants on." So I got in trouble,
God.
and then he gave me a citation for indecent exposure.
What it cost you? How much it cost to wear pants like that?
I don't remember.
Okay. You guys,
I
we're
was
going to toast to Lady Gaga and her indecent exposure ticket.
Yay!
And Fat Daniel, awesome job with the
Cheers.
wine. Listen to the cling. Love it. Gaga,
Cheers.
give me a little thingy thing.
Cheers, thanks, JoJo.
Miss Gaga, sip and sip and sip.
Cheers.
Get the album. It's in stores now.
JoJo on the radio. On 102.7 KISS FM.